Everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I know what you're thinking. You just built a PC, what are all these parts for? Well, after building my new PC, my old parts were just sitting around, so I decided to rebuild them into a mini ITX case. I know it's been a lot of PC builds and not a lot of streams, but the first stream is coming soon, so please stay tuned for that. So I decided to build in the KX Roars S300. It's a mini ITX case with a very small form factor and a very small footprint. A mini ITX build though calls for a mini ITX motherboard, so I've got the Gigabyte A520i AC and my old CPU, the Ryzen 7 5800X. This is an AM4 build, so I've got 32GB of DDR4 RAM, also a 1TB NVMe. The biggest challenge with building in a mini ITX case is really just getting everything to fit, especially in the S300. But I really wanted the portability that the S300 provides, really the biggest benefit to having a mini ITX. So I had to find a CPU cooler with a low enough profile to fit. And what I ended up getting is the Cooler Master A71C. It just barely fits inside that case, but it does, and it does a good job at cooling it as well. But unfortunately, it can't do the job on its own, so I did get a low profile fan from Arctic. It is a regular 120mm fan, but with its 15mm height, it can slot right underneath the motherboard to add some much needed cool air to the board and to the CPU. A cool thing about this case is that it comes with a PCIe riser cable. However, I did find that the cable is Gen 3, so if you do build in this case, I suggest either getting a Gen 4 cable or setting the PCIe slot to Gen 3 in your BIOS. So the next thing they try to fit into this small case is going to be a power supply. Corsair makes one of the most popular small form factor or SFX power supplies in the market today. So I've chosen the Corsair SF600 600-watt power supply to power my mini build. So this case does come with a small bracket to mount directly to the power supply in order to mount it right into the case. As you can see I'm doing right here, I've got the power supply and I'm just going to drop it right in the case with the mount side facing up. And then I'm going to screw it in. There's 2 screws on the front and 1 screw in the back of that mount. So another challenge when building a mini ITX case is cable management, and with this case, you kinda just have to jam all the cables in there best you can without catching any of the fan blades. So the last thing I've got in the case is the graphics card, and for that I've got the MSI Ventus 2X 3060 Ti. Now, don't ask me why a last gen card is suddenly $500, but you can easily fit a 4060, 4070, and even some of the 4080s in this case. So with the GPU getting slotted in now, it's basically the end of this build, but I just wanted to say thanks guys for all the support in the last couple of videos I've dropped. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I promise you the first stream is coming soon, and I'll see you in the next one.